welcome, 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 welcome. It is 7:40. We are 20 minutes away from closing for the day, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta do the live stream." I did not want to have another week where we went 2 full days without looking at new books, so I wanted to make sure that we looked at all the new books. There are some people looking in the back, so I'm going to keep the mask on. But we've got, at the end of the day, I said on Monday that we have about 10 new books, but at the end of the day, we have 15 new books because a bunch of deliveries came yesterday that were pretty new stuff. So we've got 15 new books, and we've got loads of single issues, though I'm happy to say, I really am very happy to say, that a bunch of them sold out. We got 1 or 2 copies, and they're gone already today, which is exactly the plan with the way the current single issue market is. But let's look. We've got Yamato's Ichi the Killer, famous dark crime kung fu manga, now in 3-in-1 omnibus collections. We've got Yukimura's Planets. It's the creator of Vinland Saga. Planets, I've talked about numerous times here on the live stream, is a fantastic volume, fantastic series, all about the everyday lives of people who work on a space station. We won't get into more of that, but it's really just everyday schlubs in a future world. Misery and Love, Yvonne Albog's amazing, gorgeous tonal piece about a relationship and how it changes the people in it. Maddie Lobachowski's Simplicity is a follow-up to Boys Weekend, a amazing fantasy book all about the changes that come into our life at all times and how to learn to accept them with grace. It also has a special giveaway of Escape from Zillionaire Island, which you can only get at stores like ours. Studio Ghibli Dream Artist is a brilliant, wonderful, amazing Studio Ghibli collection all about each artist that worked on the major films and made them look the way they look. We've got the latest One Piece, volume 109, actually came out a few weeks ago. We've got a beautiful history of Pamela Coleman Smith, who's the woman who designed the modern tarot deck in the 1800s. She's the one who took all these various ideas of tarot and consolidated them into the deck that we currently know. She's heavily referenced in the history of tarot. I just blanked on her name. Amazing comic creator who passed through. Rachel Pollack's History of Tarot. She's heavily referenced, and this is a beautiful. Chera Ramdani does this gorgeous art discussing her life and times and how the events that she went through helped her figure out the design and ideas behind the tarot deck that she made. Really, really beautiful. We've got a new printing of the farewell song of Marcella Broom, Micheluzzi's really exceptional book about the 60s Italy. We've got The Terrifics, the complete collection. Jeff Lemire and Gene Yang wrote 30 issues of The Terrifics. Mr. Terrific makes a multiversal team, has Metamorpho on it. Take on threats to the multiverse before they hit the main reality, and that's the whole thing in one volume. Second edition of Justice League International. Volume 1 just got reprinted, and now Volume 2, mostly because of this dude being in a new Superman movie, but the Bwahaha Error, Beetle and Booster, Scott and Barda, some of the best Justice League ever made. And then the big one, of course, Renegade Rules sequel, Renegade Royale, right? Renegade Royale. This is Ben Kahn, Rachel Silverstein, and Sam Beck all returning for the second book, dealing with the Renegades. They are a competitive video game group team. I don't want to spoil the first one, but they go through many trials and tribulations and personal growth. And now they are back in Renegade Royale. Ben and Rachel, the writers, will be here Sunday, August 24th to sign both books. We also have Renegade Rule stickers and Renegade Rule postcards for people who buy the books. Now let's look at the single issues. Second issue of the Gargoyles Demona miniseries. Fifth issue of Out of Alcatraz. That's the end of this wonderful Tyler Crook and Chris Cantwell series. Latest issue of Sonic the Hedgehog, 80. third issue of Space Ghost Johnny Quest, Space Quest, third issue of The Thing, and the third issue of The Vision and Scarlet Witch. Issue 14 of Ultimates came out this week. Issue 19 of Ultimate Spider-Man came out this week. What If Goofy Became Spider-Man is the latest in the What If Disney characters became Marvel characters. It's about the fifth one they've made. New Werewolf by Night #1. Gorgeous book by Garth Ennis and Becky Cloonan. War originally appeared in the backup of Hello Darkness, Boom's horror series. And it's just this wonderful book about the lives of a bunch of 20-somethings as international war takes over everything. TMNT Best of Ranat. Ranat is the time-traveling catalyst for many of the Turtles' awesome adventures across time and space. And this is some of the best stories with her, including original Eastman and Laird, number 7, and then revisited stuff where she reappears by all sorts of creators from all different eras. Hyperspace Stories got a new #1, a bunch of short stories taking place in different Star Wars times. Star Wars The High Republic, the finale. Star Wars High Republic's experiment of 5 years of telling stories, all sorts of stories, 200 years before the prequels, is wrapping up. There's going to be a last set of novels out this year, and then the comics are closing off all their storylines. J. Michael Straczynski's latest one-shot that he's doing for Marvel, where, it's very funny, is the whole point of these one-shots are characters you wouldn't expect together in a book, like Rocket Raccoon and Doctor Doom, Nick Fury and Fin Fang Foom. Spider-Man and the Sinister Six makes sense, but the Sinister 16 is made up of people who you've never seen Spider-Man... Oh, you've seen it by Medusa. Seen Spider-Man face, and it's drawn by the wonderful Phil Noto, so it's a very different vibe. New Savage Wolverine series. One World Under Doom, Gods one-shot. Jonathan Hickman invented the Gods to be a new series of cosmic-powered beings within the Marvel Universe. We haven't really seen them come into play at all since that Hickman miniseries. And now we have Ryan North, who's been writing One World Under Doom, tackling that. If anyone can make sense of what Jonathan Hickman's trying to do with the Gods, it's Ryan North. New Monster High one-shot. New Mega Man X Timelines. Finally, this has been delayed for like 2 months and is finally out. Justice League Dark Tomorrow. This is the new major storyline that comes out of We Are Yesterday. Features Booster Gold heavily. Godzilla vs. Boston. That is the latest Godzilla vs. America, where artists and creators from an area draw stories with Godzilla. So there's been LA, there's been Chicago, and now Boston, including Jesse Lonergan and the great Hayden Sherman. Last but not least, new books this weekend here. Last but not least, Post Malone's Big Rig. Post Malone has done his own comic at Vault, and it is a chunker. It's a big fat comic all about a satanic big rig. Yeah, I'm not joking, satanic big rig. And with 10 minutes left before we close, we have looked at all the new books from the week, and you're all very welcome. I hope you enjoy them. And if you want any of the ones that you saw, please let us know. We did have other books. If you go to our social media, you will see posts about other new books that have come out that are no longer in stock. Some of them, like the Nightwing Annual, we did reorder, but others you'll have to ask me to get if you want them. All right, tomorrow I would like to discuss the end of July. We've been calling this Do or Die July. This is everything riding on how this month goes. And tomorrow I would like to talk about how this month went and where I see us moving forward. So please tune in, drop out, etc. And until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.